Hello everyone, this is Olivia from Dice Tarot. Excuse me. I'm here to do the reading for Virgo for the month of December 2020. So let's go ahead and get started. I will be doing the Celtic Cross, which is a little bit more time consuming than a regular reading that I do. But it gives a little bit more information for them. What do we have for Virgo for December, the month of December 2020? What do we have for Virgo? Oh my gosh. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. Sometimes this reads two ways. Either in the upright, it's somebody left you out in the cold. In the reverse, you may be leaving somebody out in the cold. And it also can represent in the reverse, there's some kind of fear of rejection. And if you think about it, fear of rejection could also make you feel like you're going to leave somebody out in the cold. And it can also mean possible the loss of finances. Money's not coming in like was planned and you're struggling financially. Okay. Oh, that goes here. I always do that. So this is you in the reading. This is how you are right now. What's crossing you is the Four of Pentacles in reverse, which is good. That means you're starting to open your mind and your heart to a situation. Or it could be that you're learning to release some money or any kind of hoarding that could possibly be happening. Maybe you're learning to let go of that stuff. That maybe you're beginning to see that, all the material stuff, especially the way the world is right now, is not sustainable. And maybe you're starting to realize that. And if it's been an addiction for you, this in reverse, the Five of Pentacles could be telling us that you're finally leaving this energy in the past. You're leaving it behind. You're not going to do it anymore. You're learning. You're learning. Let's see what you're thinking about. Oh, the King of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this could be your energy. In reverse, this is somebody that's really stingy with their money. Somebody that's not... This is somebody that, I hate to say it, but it's like they're not loyal like they usually are. It's like they're turning in within their self instead of letting life flow. They're turning everything inside, which can make you sick. Which this card, this Five of Pentacles below here, that can also indicate some kind of sickness, illness, or pain, or injury. Oh my gosh. Anyway, with him in reverse, this tells me that this king is not in balance. Not in their head or their heart. It's almost like they're floundering because they don't know what to do. But you are doing the right thing. You are, if you need to leave somebody, that's, your choice, and it's probably something good for you. But if it's hurting you, it's not good for you. Now, opening your heart and your mind and being, knowing where you stand in life, that's what the energy is you're looking at. And maybe it's making you really double look and say, what? This is how I feel? Now, there is an apology coming up. This is the root of the reading, and this up here is what you're thinking. Now, this is what you're feeling you need to do. This could be that you have a cup of love, which it could be the offer of love to someone, and it's not so much a romantic kind of love. It's more of an emotional apology, showing that you love somebody, And it's a younger person, you know, somebody that's got a inner child, that kind of energy. Excuse me, one moment. I always get this way with Virgo. I don't know what it is. Virgos don't like to talk. Oh, they love to talk. Anyway. So over here, this is going to be your recent past. This is somebody that feels like they're losing power in a situation. It's not that they want to, but it feels like that's what's happening to them. And it could be if there's somebody in your environment that's controlling in some way that makes you feel like, you know, be careful with that. You need to get back in control. If nothing else, you need to get back in control with yourself and don't let other people dictate to you how you need to feel or what you need to do, you know. You need to turn inside yourself, and for a moment I need for you to look at, you know, you are your own person. You can make your own decisions. If you're feeling this way, it's possible that somebody's trying to make you feel that way. You need to take a look at that and see where that's coming from and why is it happening. And then you need to turn it around and put your foot down and say, look, what is going on here? Why is this and this and this happening? We need to open and communicate. And you are opening your heart up and your mind to this situation. But you definitely need to do it. Don't stop, because it looks like you're beginning right here. This is the beginning of what needs to take place. This is what's happened in the past. This is what you're thinking about. And this is what you possibly should do. Maybe an apology is needed to someone. I don't know. And then here is near future. Oh, wow. Anxiety. Losing sleep at night. Maybe having bad dreams, or you just feel the pain of a situation that's not right. That's what it feels like. And then when you get this reading, this is how you will be feeling. Oh God. Strength in reverse tells me that for some reason you're not able to regain your strength, but the thing about it is that sideways 8, which is called the infinity sign, this means you always have access to the divine. He's ready right now to send you whatever you need. And if energy is the first thing you need, then I recommend you pray for that. Ask the divine. Don't leave him out of your life. Include him in your life. It is very important, especially in this day and time. So make sure that you pray for the divine to give you the strength that you need. And then once that strength comes in, and I will tell you one thing, the divine has his ears wide open during this specific time of life in the world. He is willing to listen, and he's hoping that you will connect with him so that he can help you, guide you with angels and himself and with Jesus, so that he can walk you through what you need to know and what you need to receive. He's ready to give it to you. It's right here. This is a major arcana card. This is what the divine is telling you, that you're pure, that you can receive this gift of strength and courage. Okay, I'm sorry I get preachy. Anyway, so then the next card is going to be energy that you're unaware of that's around you. Oh, this is beautiful energy here. This again is another major arcana, which means these are usually divine. The Emperor is major, this is major, and the Strength is major. So you have 3 major arcana cards, which means the divine is trying to talk to you. But you need to open yourself up, which you are doing, and listen. Now, with the Hangman in the upright like it is, he's hanging because he's wanting to get enlightened about a situation, or he just needs internal awakening. This is somebody that wants to be spiritually awakened so that they can see and know and contact and be able to receive answers from the divine. This is a beautiful card to have, and I suggest you do that, whoever this is for. I think right now I'm reading for just one person. I don't feel like there's a second person here. But anyway, the next card talks about hope or fears. Oh, yes. This is the energy you're probably looking for. This is either a hope or you fear. This is a hope. Because when you can become the King of Swords, this is somebody that will put his foot down and start getting things back in order. And he doesn't do it in a harsh way by yelling and screaming. No, he does it after he's been enlightened. He's going to do it in the way that he knows that will connect with whoever this other person is, if there's somebody else or whatever the situation is. So he has the sword of truth, which means he can only speak the truth. And that's the way we all should live, all of us. But in this particular situation here, I feel like this is also an authoritative type of figure. And it's like somebody that needs to get things back in order. If something or someone or a situation is coming at you and it just feels like you keep getting beat down and beat down, this is the king that can cut to that crap and cut it out. And you want to do it through communications. You can't just think it. You've got to take the action to talk. That's why my throat always gets tight. But here you can't help but to speak the truth. You can't. And remember, this will be towards, I would say, possibly the middle of the month to that 3rd week in the month of December. But keep working on it. Please don't stop. Please don't stop. And if it comes to it, you're willing to walk away from a situation that's emotionally unfulfilling. And I get it. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes we get caught up in something that's just emotionally not for us. It's not fulfilling. It's almost like you're walking around feeling probably blocked off because you were blocking what you were really feeling. You were blocking it off. You were trying to ignore it. But you can't do that forever because it makes you sick. And yes, it's not easy, but you need to do it. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Let's see, I'll leave it here. There could possibly be some very severe sickness here or complete exhaustion. And then with this 4 of Swords in the reverse, it says it's time to take a time out right now. You need to take time off from work. You need to, if you need to, sleep for a few days in a row if you need to, whatever it is you need to do. You're exhausted. And like I said, this kind of energy and this is telling me that there's something that's not quite right. And it's not that you're probably sick from something that you're in that's not making you happy. Because if we're not happy internally within ourselves, that's when illnesses can pop up. So please make sure that you take care of yourself. Take time out. If you have to, sleep all day. Who cares what anybody else says, right? It's your health. You need to take care of it. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start clarifying each card. I really don't know that I'm going to learn much more than what we have here, but we'll see. We'll see. So let's go ahead and start out with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. This can also say that you feel rejected by somebody, or somebody's not in the same energy as you are. You might be with somebody that has a low energy, and I don't mean physical energy, I'm talking about spiritual energy. If you're with somebody that's spiritually not enlightened and they have a negative energy that's sucking you dry, that could be what this is about. So make sure that you pay attention to that. And if you see it and feel it, it's time for you to speak up and speak your truth on how you feel. Don't hold it in, because holding it in is what makes you, starts out with anxiety, and then the next thing you know, there's something else that's going on with you within your physical body. These are physical bodies, mental and physical. And it also could be mental here too, as far as being weak. You might need to take a trip somewhere. You know, I mean, I'm not saying just because this card says to leave somebody and walk away from something unfulfilling, but maybe you just need to be outdoors. Or maybe you need to go on a little mini trip. Maybe you need to take, you and a girlfriend or a buddy or whoever this reading is for, whoever's watching it, maybe you need to get together with some friends and just do what the heck you guys want to do, you know? Let loose. I feel like there's a lot of tension. This is tension, this is tension. And this could possibly be tension. I feel like somebody feels hemmed in. It's like, oh, break loose for a little bit. You know, get in your vehicle and go somewhere. You know, go someplace different than you normally go to. You know? All right, let's start with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And that's clarified by, ooh, you could have an Empress in your life. Now, this is a mother figure, and she is in reverse. And this is somebody that can be downright bitter, angry, and not even know why. But they can lash out at you, say things that are hurtful. Somebody that is a dictator. They tell you what to do. This is a controlling bitch. Sorry. Angry. Let's clarify the the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, your heart has been hurt, but it's good to see that it's on the mend. It's in the reverse, so that tells me because you're opening up your mind and your heart, you're starting to see things, and you're starting to realize, wait a minute, this pain and sorrow that I feel, this isn't mine. This is coming from this person here. Somebody's trying to be controlling, possibly, or just being a bitch. All right, let's look and see this is what you're thinking. And this is like the loss of money, you know, being stingy, not being loyal, just kind of being because usually this person likes to be outdoors, doing things. Working. They work very hard in the upright. Maybe you're not working right now. Ooh, the Chariot in reverse. This tells me that you need to get, and we already know this because we've been talking about it, you need to get yourself in balance. With the Chariot in reverse, we have a light side, which is more spiritual, and we have a dark side, which is more dark energy. Dark energy and light energy. You need to figure out a way to do to spiritually look within yourself and find out which one is out of balance, because when one or the other is heavier or more, if this energy here is more in balance with what you feel, then you're neglecting the dark side. Unfortunately, we all of us have the light and the dark within us. But you need to make a choice to get these two in balance. You can't have more spiritual and forget the dark side. You can't be more, the dark side, which is more negative, and forget about spiritual. You need to turn this around by balancing both of these energies. Dark and light need to be balanced. It's kind of like, I always use the analogy, it's like polarity. Without the earth, the moon would drift off into la la land. They have that inner polarity between the two of them that keeps them in balance. The Page of Cups in the upright. There might have been an argument, or you might have been defending yourself from somebody or battling with somebody, and there's been arguing. And you may be making an offer to somebody. An emotional apology, perhaps, which is very sweet, very sweet. And then the next energy would be, this is from your past, meaning that you were feeling kind of, you were losing your power. You were giving yourself away or letting now it's interesting, the Empress and the Emperor in the same reading is usually a very powerful couple. But when one is out of balance, the other one is. And I don't know who starts what. I feel like with this being the center of the reading, this is the person that might be the troublemaker, possibly. And you guys can switch roles if you need to as far as the gender. Do what you need to do. But anyway, the Emperor in reverse. You are making a plan, or you have a plan, but it's being delayed right now. There's something that you're looking forward to. Whatever that is. But it has something. You could be moving. You could be going on a trip. But in the reverse, it's just saying that right now it's on hold. Because there's too much other stuff going on. Excuse me. And then the Nine of Swords in the upright. This is your near future. You know that you need to be doing some kind of work. There's a possibility that there could be either humanitarian type of work that you can be doing to help others that are less fortunate, or it could be that you're working in a spiritual environment like a monastery or a church, and you're trying to help. You could have the abilities to do some kind of like construction type work, but this talks to me about spiritual work, because these particular pentacles, they're not the gold ones like in this card here. That's a true pentacle because it's gold. But with these being carved out into stone or whatever this fabric is, stone, brick, or whatever it is, that means that these are permanently set in stone and they cannot be spent on anything. So it's like somebody that's looking for this card also talks about somebody's looking for recognition of the work that they do. Which means you might not be getting that recognition from somebody, which hurts. It hurts. It's like they're all about themselves in the reverse, whoever this person is. But it feels like this. It feels like somebody's not getting recognized for the work they do. They're being taken for granted. Let's see what the Strength in reverse. You're working on it. You're working on getting your strength back. Because this is the Eight of Pentacles. This tells me that you're knuckling down and you're getting the work done. You're working on yourself. You're asking for enlightenment. This is beautiful. Because this is the energy you're going to feel by the time it gets to be close to the last 2 or 3 weeks of December. You'll be in that you'll be feeling much more lighter and upper emotional. And your enlightenment will also be very powerful, and you probably have learned things. Now you're looking for an opportunity outside of yourself, and you're looking for something to come in perhaps you've been kind of hoping and praying that something or somebody would come. And you're just sitting there kind of waiting. And it also talks about you're waiting for your ships to come in, which means you're waiting for some kind of money or some kind of love or some kind of energy or something. You're waiting. Maybe you're waiting for things to get better. It could be that. The King of Swords. Oh, Lordy. Here's what's going to happen here. If you're in a battle with someone that you live with, whatever that situation may be, or work with, but I don't feel like this is work. To me, it feels like love or some kind of commitment. But with the King of Swords here in the Tower, this is telling me that when you start speaking up for yourself and putting your foot down and putting things back in order, it's going to give a Tower moment in your home life, which is fine. It needs to happen, and it's not going to be major. It's just going to be that you're showing somebody that I'm in charge. I'm the man of the house, if it's a man or whatever. Do the gender things. But anyway, I'm the man of the house. I'm putting my foot down. This is the way it's going to be from here on out. Or the other thing is, with this being your next card, your potential outcome. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. You can change things within this reading. This outcome is not predictable, really. But this is just a potential outcome. If you can get things back in order in your life or in your relationship or whatever this is, then that might not happen. But if it doesn't work, if it just continues, then the Tower moment will come. You will stand up for yourself. You will speak your truth and tell somebody how you feel and how they act with you. And the Tower moment could possibly be that you're going to end up leaving. But if it's not that, it's going to be that there's going to be some kind of turmoil. Something needs to give, because this is the divine in action. This is God. That lightning strike is not going to be an actual lightning strike, but it's definitely going to be something that's going to be powerful. And there could be something, it could lead to this. It could lead to somebody wanting to walk away from an emotionally unfulfilling connection. Oh my God, look at that. Oh my God. This is beautiful. Beautiful. This is somebody that if everything continues the way this reading goes, and this Tower moment comes because somebody finally gets their strength and enlightenment, and they realize that it's up to them to change their life, not other people. So with the Tower moment here, this is what's going to happen. Somebody is going to walk away, but they're going to take a spiritual path. Because in this reading, in this card, it talks about looking for cup number 9, which would make your life happier. You're going beyond that. You're looking for the spiritual path. You're ready. You've got enlightenment. You've gotten the strength. You've been working on it. You're doing spiritual work. And then bam. I love it. That is absolutely beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. And it's sad at the same time, because you do have to walk away. And during this day and age, we don't know how much longer we have on earth. None of us ever do. Live for yourself if you need to. If it's too hurtful and painful, I'd say bye. Let's get a card from the universe. Well, before I do that, let's go ahead and clarify this Four of Swords in reverse. What is this energy about? Oh. Oh my God, this has been coming up so much. Excuse me. God, my throat dries up when I do Virgo. I don't know why. Maybe because I talk too much. The Four of Swords with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, both in reverse. This is telling me that I believe that you might be in a codependent situation where somebody feels controlled by somebody else. And and with this Empress in reverse, one of the meanings of her is controlling. It's because she feels out of control. She wants to control other people. She's out of control. And when she's in this mode, she wants to control everybody. And this can literally make you sick. So please be careful and be aware of this energy.